How we doing, guys? Hello, hello. Um, I am very glad that PM doesn't start till 1:30 right about now because I probably would have gotten wrecked on that 1 minute. I mean, I know we have equal lows here, but I mean, that's pretty V-shaped. 30-second held? Oh, never mind. Yeah, never mind. I definitely would have seen that. How many cons did you use it on 100K? Isn't that 3K drawdown? It just kind of depends on the size of the risk, how many contracts I use. But for a 100K account, I'd probably do, I don't know, $300 risk. So on a 15-point trade, that would be a mini or 10 micros. Oh no, Johnny. I say 300. Maybe for an eval, I'd risk like 500. But yeah, for a funded, I'd risk like max 300. As far as bias goes today, I'm bearish. It looks like we are going to inverse this 4 hour to the downside and probably go retest those lows. I did average in today for my long term, like I said I would. So I bought three different index funds, all at different prices. But yeah, I bought once we got below here. So yeah, I'll probably just continue to dollar cost average on our way down. Now I'm like 70-30 cash. So if we get a bounce here, we'll see if that works. For a long, I guess, sweeping the slow, respecting the void, whatever. But yeah, as far as draws on liquidity go for this session, I think I'd want to target maybe this 4 hour gap once we put that in at 2. Um, and then, yeah, we'll just kind of see. We've just been dumping all day, so definitely could just be bearish trend day. And we just continue to see shorts work. How could you manage risk only $300 when using hard stop loss? Tibbs, if you want to use a hard stop, just like adjust your risk tool, to whatever you place your hard stop at. But for me, I know that the win rate of the model is high enough that I will just, take those losses when they come, when they hit the hard stop. And for a majority of cases, I'll just do a manual stop. What I like to do, though, is I like to risk 250 per trade on my 50K accounts. Okay. But when I'm doing the risk tool, I say, okay, I only want to risk 200 because I know that I have to account for like the close below or whatever, and that's what that extra $50 buffer is. Okay. So let's say here I wanted to enter like this 30-second long if we got it right. That's about 20 points of risk. If I want to risk $250, okay, for the stop out, let's say it's a 25-point stop out, I'm only going to risk 5 micros, right, to account for that extra, few points or whatever for the actual stop. Does that make sense? But yeah, I don't really have, I think, like a concrete bias. Like, obviously, I want to be bearish just because that's been the trend. So maybe I would expect to see price come up to this 15-minute, and then we get a continuation short from there. But yeah, as far as liquidity targets go, I mean, this is just all one big void. So maybe this low down here, this 15-minute low, that's our target for right now. but that's still another 330 points away. So we got a ways till we get there. But I'm going to be paying attention this afternoon to like SMTs. If we get any obvious SMT off of a low, I'll anticipate a reversal. But yeah, well, we're just in this 4 hour right now without any like obvious place for us to reverse. I can't really be long biased, but I also can't really be short biased because we're probably too low to short when we're down here at least. So probably just going to sit here and wait. Okay, thank you. And if accidentally candle closes 15 to 20 points under, then it's going to be a much more... Yeah, exactly, Tibbs. In those scenarios, like the overall win rate of the model is just going to make up for those kinds of stops. But like, let's say like I want to take this 30-second long. Oh, my mouse just died. Let's say I want to take a 30-second long here, right? Oh boy. Okay. Oh goodness. Oh goodness. I don't know why this happens. Whenever I go wired, my like mouse sensitivity like spikes up. I forgot to plug in my mouse. I don't know why. I should have done that over lunch. Okay, are we good? Okay, great. Okay, so let's say I want to enter that. I would just have like a hard stop down here. So sure, I'll take like a $400 loss if we get like a random news candle, but most of the time this won't happen as long as you have the right bias. If you have the wrong bias, that's the only time this is going to happen. Or like a random news event happens. Right? But yeah, I mean like 1-2 hour trade will put you break even. We get 2 hour trades all the time, so... As far as any of these longs right here, I'm not touching this PA while we're just chopping. So like any like 30-second gear, I'm just gonna like tape read. I would be interested in a long if we like came up and inverse this 5-minute maybe, or a 15-minute. I think the 5-minute long would be the best trade we could get here. And then break even would be this high. And then first TP would probably be this high. Or maybe the last gap in the leg.
Yo,
What's going on?
yo,
Yo.
yeah, it's like so confused while you're lying. Just 37. Like, oh wait.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
I was like, what the hell? I just realized. All
Yep.
right, come on.
All right, thanks.
Yeah, I don't know. West Coast coming the back. So I guess you're a little better, but
You're a little robotic. I can't really understand you completely.
I think West Coast time. I guess that's terrible to see your whole day after.
Guys, what did he say? Something about West Coast? Yeah, true. When I was down in Mexico, that was really nice. Just be done at 9:30. Isn't Mountain Time like 4 hours behind though? Mountain is 1 hour behind PST. So is that 2 hours behind Eastern or four? Like if it was 9 o'clock here, would it be 5 a.m. or 7 a.m.? It's 11:42 Mountain Time. Wait, how is it 11:42? 2 hours behind. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, I think Mountain Time is the best. Market open at 7:30, be done by 9:30. If you want to trade PM, PM's at 11:30, be done by like 2. That's pretty good. And then you have the whole rest of the evening. But yeah, while we're just chopping right now before the 150 macro, we can go back and look at some of the trades from this morning. So I alerted this long, okay, scale at the 1 minute FEG there. All right. So that was a good 1 hour trade. And then Dodgy called out this 1 minute short. And that was, I think, 4R to the low, whatever it was down here. I think it was 9 here, like 920. So that was pretty good. And then there was a 30-second short that we also liked here. So it went along with bias. And that was just a break-even trade. And then there was like a 2 minute long or something before open that was okay. It was a 3 minute. Yeah, this 3 minute long. I took this too to start the day on eval. But yeah, it was like 1 to 1-ish to the high. So yeah, pretty easy trading day. I don't even think any IPG setups failed that were like good, so that's always pretty decent. I think this is like about as A+ as it can get this long, because whenever we sweep out massive sell side, we can usually anticipate price to retrace to the next inefficiency, which in that case was the 1 minute unfilled. Could be hopefully, but normally it would have. Oh, that's just you guys talking about cars. I've been funded 38 times with 300K accounts. I get to the 6th or 7th day and blow the account, typically because I don't want to lose a trade, so I hold and double down. What rules can I put in place to mitigate this from continuing to happen? Bryce, I think there's like Trade Angel or something that like sets a DLL for you, but yeah, definitely a daily loss limit would probably help with that. I mean, if you're good at taking wins, right, and you just like are consistently winning, and it's not like a lot of your green days are from revenge trading, then a DLL is going to prevent you from taking more than like a loss or two. But yeah, daily loss limit. So maybe set that at like $500 or $1,000, whatever makes sense for your account size. I normally set my daily loss limit at like 2R. So if I'm willing to risk $250 a trade, my daily loss limit would be 500. And usually I'm my risk to reward like thing is 10R for the entire account balance. So you can blow up or hit daily loss limit 5 times before blowing up the account. But yeah, we just ran those equal lows there. Doesn't look like we're going to get an SMT with the low. We'll see. What's the gap marked out? The 5 minute? Yep, the 5 minute. This is probably what I would take long if we got it bigger, like during the macro, like at 155. So we just reswept out those lows. Yeah, if we got like a V-shaped long here, like this would be like your first attempt at longs, right? This is a pretty good signature in price for a soup. Whenever you see price stab down, create a bullish candle and a nice wick. So maybe this 1 minute would be pretty good if we got it. And then break even for the 1 minute would be this high. So this would technically be a plus mechanically. And subjectively probably a minus because no market structure shift, not with bias. Right. Base. But yeah. I'll probably take this if we get it in a single momentum candle, like on this candle or the next. I like the idea of like targeting these relative equal highs here. So that's kind of why I would take this trade. By the way, for those of you that have been wanting to like book a one-on-one with me, or if you're looking to get some more screen time in, or an opportunity to pick my brain one-on-one, I believe we won't be able to do one-on-ones until after this week, since I'll be covering for Dodgy. But if you guys are interested in booking, um, you know, starting the following week, um, that could be that would be good. But yeah, we just put in a new 15-minute candle here, which means not actually anything because we didn't form a new 15-minute gap. Yeah, Alex, I've been talking like this whole time. Um, this 1 minute OB to the downside would kind of invalidate my idea of like looking for a reversal here. If we're just going to continue to respect bearish media raise, then there's no reason for me to think that we're going to inverse that and go long. So that kind of sucks. But yeah, if we would have gotten that, that would have been like textbook AMD, which is why I would have taken that. Now this is like not as good. So yeah, now I'm kind of anticipating just lower prices here. Maybe 17,420. But does it not make that 1 minute FEG much more significant because since it created a lower low off of it? Yeah, I mean it's a more important for value gap, but I wouldn't need this gap to be important to begin with. What I would need to see in order to be bullish here is a soup reaction and then a V shape up. Now that we've continued to respect bearish media raise, now what I need to see is I need to see price continue to just head lower until we hit some, you know, important FVG or liquidity sweep to the left, which like right now there's just nothing. Like I would like to respect this 5 minute gap if possible. So then I heard time from SMT Manatee today, and if it didn't wind, I was looking for longs because of it and lost. Because as long as we're respecting bearish PD arrays, SMTs really don't matter. They're only really good as like a hindsight thing to look at, like once we start disrespecting bullish PD arrays to the upside if you're, or to the downside if you're bearish, and bearish PD arrays to the upside if you're bullish. Do we have a 30-second here? No, we don't. It's invalid. Okay, so this 1 minute candle. Oh wow, yeah, right at the start of the macro. That's interesting. If we got this 1 minute inverse, it's technically still like A plus. Um, you ever use standard deviation as confluence for targets? Yeah, for sure, especially at all-time highs because it's hard to like spot liquidity targets. That 15-second just worked. Oops. 15-second FU short at low a day there. You ever go break even at the next high or the next 1 minute gap? It depends. It just depends on the situation, Benzo. But yeah, we're just still respecting bearish PD race to the downside, so just anticipating more of that. I thought PA was today supposed to be bad. Um, I mean, I have no expectations any day as far as price goes, but yeah, I didn't think today was too bad. Yeah, ICT kind of goes on a lot about a lot of things that I don't necessarily agree with. I feel like that's one of them. I feel like any day can become a good trading day. Do you expect to move to the upside soon? It looks like we're going to hit 50% of a 5 minute gap to the left. I only expect to move up if we start to violate bearish PD arrays. But yeah, the there's a reason for the saying the trend is your friend, guys. Right? We just want to wait for that confirmation that we're actually gonna reverse before we actually do, right? Are we bearish or think we may bounce off the daily order block? I think I'm just bearish, right? I mean, we have to fill in this 4 hour, so probably going to be bearish until then. Maybe till this 15-minute low that I have marked at 420. It's a good, I think, liquidity target to be looking at. But yeah, if we start to bounce here, right, get a nice bullish candle up, then yeah, I'll probably be bullish. 30-second long here with good break even, but momentum is trash. Yeah, momentum does suck. I just wouldn't take anything until this 1 minute gets inversed, guys. No reason to overcomplicate this. Just kind of seems like a bearish trend day with a slow grind down, and then maybe we get like a long at like 250 or something. All right. I mean, maybe this candle gives us the momentum to start, running price up here, but I don't know. I have like no expectations for price right now. I mean, these conditions aren't good. We're creating candles that have bigger wicks than bodies. We're not forming 1 minute FVGs anymore, and we're not really like trading towards like a draw on liquidity. So considering how bad this last 150 macro was, I'm just chilling. I think we are going to have some good PM sessions this week, though. News abiding. We have Fed speakers tomorrow. And then Wednesday, we have nothing. Thursday, we have nothing. Oh, we have Google earnings on Thursday. And Intel. So maybe something there. And then Friday, we have nothing. No Trump speaking at all this week, apparently. Maybe they'll update that on like a day-by-day basis, but... So yeah, Tesla tomorrow could be interesting. If those earnings report immediately after the bell, I might stay on for those. But yeah, I kind of talked about it this morning with AM, but I made an announcement post in the PM prop firm links channel, and right now MFFU is 15% off for starter accounts, which if you've been following MFFU for a while now, you know that they never do sales on their starter accounts since they're already like the most discounted like account that you can buy in the prop firm space. And so if you are looking to pick up an MFFU starter account because of what we've talked about the last couple weeks, now is actually the perfect time to do it. But yeah, like I would not be trading on the lower time frame here. I would just be waiting for that 1 minute gap to inverse, or if that goes invalid, maybe the 5 minute above. And if not, we'll just keep watching this go down. Is this still A plus? Maybe not A plus, but still a good trade. Maybe like A. Now this 30 second to the downside could be interesting if you like wanted to take an FU short, right? V shape, good momentum. Didn't get a liquidity sweep inside the gap, but we are delivering from that 1 minute again. Swept that high. Obviously, I'm not taking this because I'm not even going to touch the lower time frame right now. I'm just going to kind of observe because of how choppy the price conditions are. But if you have conviction in us heading lower here, then that would be like your entry, right? And then obviously your target would just be the relative equal lows here. And then obviously just trying to hold for 1 to 1 and then maybe as far as you can hold. Me, not touching it. My only condition would be to take a long, and that would only be if we inverse that 1 minute here. So yeah, 30 second, about to fail. Oh wait, maybe it'll end up getting saved. Never mind. Well, it's good. It's still good. This 30 seconds about to win $1 million for sure. Guys, go look at that. Go look at that dude's trade. He shorted this 1 minute, I think, here. Bruh. That's so funny. All right, well, there's the 30-second finally failing. I mean, figures, right? Just like terrible price action. Don't want to be touching this right now. Okay, getting a little bit more of a pump here. I don't know, Jay. Me personally, I'm just chilling right now. You're not taking that 1 minute, right? If we get like a good momentum candle through it, sure. Maybe I'll just take it on evo. might get it here. I like this momentum a lot. So probably just going to take it on an eval since I don't really know what the bias is right now or what the draw and liquidity is, but yeah, there would be like the entry, right? Got the close above. Might still respect this 1 minute here, so just got to be careful of that. Break even would be the high inside the fair value gap, so here. And then, yeah, we just expect price to kind of run up now that we've disrespected a bearish PD, right? Watching for SMTs here too. Almost hit that break even. So there's our break even. Just moved my stop. And then, was that 1-to-1? Or, I don't think so. So yeah, because that wasn't 1-to-1, I'm going to keep holding. First scale would probably just be these highs. I mean, there's no reason for this to stop. You could do something risky here and like average up and then like move your stop to break even at this high. We're kind of already anticipating these highs to get ran anyway, so that could be like another spot to jump in or average up. Me personally, I think it makes sense to stay in from just down here, and we're not too far away from the entry, so I wouldn't want to be in a scenario where like me averaging up moves my break even so that I would then take like a loss on the trade. I wouldn't want that to happen. So yeah, looks like it's going to be a break even. I don't think the break even is gonna save us, but we'll see. If we watch the 1 minute entry here, this would be your inception gap, and so this would kind of be the trade idea based off of this 1 minute getting inversed. And so we'll just kind of see. I don't know if we're necessarily bullish yet, but I like that momentum, and I think that was a good trade to take. All right, let's see. Do we have a 30-second? No. 15-second? Yes. So yeah, it looks like we're just gonna keep heading lower here. 2 minutes short. No, I wouldn't take the 2 minute. I'd definitely wait for the 1 minute because you're shorting like way deep in discount. We have a 30-second back up here. If this is just like a 2022, this would be like a potential re-entry from the original long. But I'm not going to take it because it's like not really the model. It's not super obvious, so I don't know. We'll see. This just doesn't feel like great PA still. Days like this or similar, would it be smarter to take trades to 1R? Yeah, I think so. I think that makes sense. I don't even think we got to 1R on this trade. Maybe we just did. Yeah, we just got to 1R. Okay, so we're respecting bullish PD rays, disrespecting bearish ones. So maybe we have kind of flipped and we do want to be bullish here. What's going on, Apoth? I'm just kind of chilling, waiting for price to do something. Yeah, totally understand Benzo. Um, my only thoughts as far as that is I feel like the point of PM isn't necessarily to like capture the biggest trades or um, get really good PA. The point more so is just to like take your one hour trade, get your one and done, and then that be it for the session, right? Um, you're not going to see as many setups as like AM, right? You can expect like 2 to 4 a week, whereas AM is more like 3 to 5. But no, I understand the frustration. It does just get tedious, sitting here. We do have an SMT at this high, so we'll kind of see if that has any reaction on price. I do think we've flipped bullish here. I mean, we're respecting bullish PD rates, disrespecting bearish ones. I mean, this became a bullish breaker, right? I guess not. Never mind. Wait, this is a unicorn, right? Breaker, and then overlapped by a 2022. So this is just a unicorn model long. So that means this is probably going to break then. Interesting. Yeah, true. The Easter sale for TradingView is ending tonight. But yeah, you can see this unicorn setup is just working out really nicely. The IFEG also did not fail there, so break even isn't going to save us in this scenario, but I mean, you can watch the market flip in real time. Like you guys all saw that, right? We completely shifted bullish, and we knew that like longs were going to work there. Just no valid like IFEG entry, I guess, unless you took like the 15-second, which I mentioned, but we don't like talking about 15-second trades anymore. So, have I ever used Photoshop like once? I wonder if this momentum candle is going to get retraced or if we're just going to run the highs here. If I had to guess, we're probably just going to run the highs. I think long in this 5 minute, you're probably too late. Like you should have been in from down here, but there was no setup. So yeah, it looks like just we're going to run the highs here. George, you've been holding since the 1 minute? Okay. I like it. I mean, technically, this 1 minute play never failed, and the break even for that just triggered, so. There would be like TP1. Wow, this momentum is really going. You entered, but the second one got inversed? Alright, fair enough. There is an SMT at the highs there, so really good scale spot if you want to, scale out some of the trade there. Tapped into a 15 minute too, so definitely kind of anticipating a bearish reaction. If we get this V-shape down, we have a bearish SMT plus a 15-minute plus singular obvious gap plus liquidity sweep. I mean, I feel like this would have to be an A+ setup, right? Equal lows there. That's where you'd go break even. I mean, what's the problem with this trade? We have a 3-minute or something. Or a 2-minute. Doesn't look like it's going to get inverse to the downside. Close to the tick. Unlucky. Yeah, this is A+. But this should have been a break-even trade, right? Yeah, the long should have been a break-even. I mean, if you took the unicorn model or you took the top inverse, it would have been a win. But yeah, I mean, that was a good one to take for sure. I mean, this is the signature and price we're looking for, right? That instant V-shape down after taking liquidity. Plus the SMT. Now, if we shoot back up on this 30-second and we respect the 1 minute, then obviously that's telling us that we're disrespecting bearish PD arrays and respecting bullish ones, which means we're probably still bullish. So we'll see. We got about 6 more seconds. This signature and price is very good for longs. We get the close over? No close over there. That's so annoying. It's not better to wait for the 3-minute. Not when you get that much momentum in a bearish SMT. You only have to wait for multiple time frames when you're not like when you don't have like a million confluences that go with the trade, right? That's the only time you really need to wait for multiple time frame close. Or if you're like super low in the range. Like here, you know, we've retraced a bit, so even though we're low, it's okay. Like there was a trade this morning that was kind of like that, the long, where the 2-minute triggered. But for me, the reason why I didn't take the 2-minute just because the order block got created or whatever is because it didn't really align with time. So yeah, now we're just trying to figure out where the market wants to go, right? It's these reactions that we get to taking liquidity that really guide us and help us anticipate where the market's going to go. No, Apoff, you're right. It wouldn't be ideal to just do that, but I don't know. For me, like anytime like I struggle to find a draw on liquidity at all, like that's when I don't want to trade. Not so much to do with high resistant versus low resistant liquidity. Like it's all that really matters is like a good draw on liquidity. So we have this 30-second to the upside now. Worst trade setup, obviously. I mean, bad momentum. You know, we swept out buy side. We have an SMT, so this is like a B setup as far as longs go. You should be in from like down here on the 1 minute. Okay. I see the vision with this 1 minute. I like the idea. I hate that we tapped into this 3 minute. Absolutely hate it. No 1 minute close below there. Dude, like, why did this 3 minute have to form? Like, I think this 1 minute short is gonna work if we get it. But why does there have to be a 3 minute gap there now, or a 5 minute, even worse? Like, this setup would be good if those two things weren't in play. This is like a B plus setup, I think, with the fact that the 3 and the 5 minute are there. If you want extra confirmation, I would wait for both of those to close. So the 3 minute will close in a minute and a half. 5 minute will close in 3 minutes. 2.5 minutes now. Yeah, because this 3 minute doesn't give us information on whether or not we're still respecting bearish or bullish PD arrays. I mean, the fact that we just slammed through this 1 minute, like, it created these bearish order blocks, like, kind of tells me, like, okay, we might flip bearish, and then the bearish SMT adds confluence, and the liquidity sweep plus delivery from the 15 minute makes me think that we're bearish. But I won't know for certain until the 3 and the 5 get inversed. So there's the 1 minute inverse to the downside. I think it totally would make sense for us to come down here, delivering off that 15 minute. And then maybe at 3 o'clock we can get a situation where we sweep both sides of the hourly candle. But nope. If we inverse this 30-second to the upside, that's going to tell me that we're still respecting bullish PD arrays and we're disrespecting bearish. So that probably means we're still bullish. If we respect these 30 seconds, then obviously, you know, that's a good thing for bearish. But yeah, I have no idea what the bias is right now, guys. I'm just being 100% mechanical. We have the next macro in about 10 minutes. Maybe that'll help us figure out where we need to go. Okay, so new 5 minute candle form there. Getting really choppy. Oh wow, okay. So I think my bearish trade idea was right there. No 5 minute entry for another 5 minutes, obviously. 3 minute, we got another 2 minutes. If you took the 1 minute, you should be break even there at the equal lows. And then maybe first target for the 1 minute would be this low, which I think would make the 3 and 5 go invalid. I think we're very obviously bearish now, right? We're disrespecting bullish PD arrays after that liquidity sweep. That tells us we wanted to become bearish. So maybe we get this 3 minute. 3 minute short here. Break even would be at this low. It's shorting low in the day, so probably an A minus setup. I think if you took the long, I wouldn't take this. If you wanted to try something this afternoon, like this is a potential trade. Um, it's obviously lower quality than the long because of how low we are, but yeah, this would be like an A minus short setup, I think. We have another 3 minutes before the 5 minute gets inverse too, so we might end up respecting that, but I think this 3 minutes a good short. You don't really need the 5 minute close, based off of the reaction we got to sweeping the high, the fact that we're disrespecting bearish PD or bullish PD rays now, putting in bearish ones, good momentum to the downside. Singular candle inverse through the 3 minute there. So you don't really need the 5, but it's an added confluence, right? So there's the break even for the 3 minute. Probably just going to be a break even trade. Was that a break even? I don't know. Looks like it was. Did anybody take the 3 minute and get break even there? Yeah, break even. Okay. So yeah, you had to be in from the 1 there to scale, but that would be the 1 minute scale spot. So yeah, I mean, unlucky that that 3 minute close was pretty low there for the short. I'm not sure if it's going to save you, but it's always good to go break even when we're this low in the range, right? Where would I target for shorts? I would just target the low and then lower. 17,420 is my target, so I'd probably just take like profit at like 1R and then like 2R and then I don't know 5R or something. There's not really any liquidity levels to the left. That's our problem. Like it's all just this void. The next liquidity level is at 420. This is the pump that we got from the Trump news event or whatever. Okay. I don't know if it's any better. Like it's cool, like that I can do the control thing, but it doesn't change the y-axis, just the x-axis of where you're aimed. So we have this 1 minute here that got inverse to the downside. Once again, good sign for shorts. If I was expecting higher prices here, I would have definitely wanted to see that 1 minute hold. Now the last gap we have here would be this 30-second. If we broke this 30-second, I would obviously be expecting a lot lower. This would be like the last place we could like pivot, right? Until we sweep below. But yeah, like I'm totally on board with the idea here, Stalker. If we come down, form this 1 hour candle, and then sweep the low, and then based off of power of 3 on the daily candle, we get a long, and then that takes out the high of the previous hourly candle. That could be our trade for the day, is if we get a long after taking out the lows after the hourly candle's formed. No, stalker. That's tough. Here, give me what's it called? Oh God, Windows Media Player or no? That's not it. What is it? Team Viewer Access, right? Team Viewer. God, why can't I think of it? AnyDesk, sure, whatever. Just give me access to your PC and I'll take the trade for you. I got you. Windows Media Player. Am I stupid? We have this 30-second to the downside here. Really unlucky about the 3 minute there. Just came up just to tap you out and then continue down. Nah. Apex won't care, Stalker. It's all good. I'm salty about this 3 minute for you guys. This was a good trade. That just printed 30 points almost. Guys, what am I supposed to comment on? I mean, this is like just textbook market maker model after taking out liquidity. It gave everything we needed it to give, you know? Commentate on my previous questions. What were your questions? We were okay. I found it. Okay, so for example, right now, a 1 minute time frame is we swept the high. The swing high is high resistant liquidity. Yes. But then we tap the internal. We might go to external. That sound reasoning? Yeah. Yeah, but I wouldn't treat the 1 minute as the internal. I would wait for like a retrace lower, like to sweep out internal liquidity before targeting this, right? Because this technically turns into a protected high, which is high resistant, right? And so you need to see price come down and take out a low before targeting that next high, right? So that's why this low becomes like our first opportunity to start looking for longs again, right? I wouldn't base it just off an FEG if we created a protected high. Now, if we came up and closed above the high here, right? Then we could start to have a conversation about price coming back to here, getting an IO Fed entry, and then a long, right? That's the whole point of like, you know, liquidity, right? And if we start to stack high HRL both sides, it turns into bad PA. Yeah, exactly. But that, I mean, like if you create a protected low and a protected high, that there can't be a protected low and protected high, right? Like whenever one sweeps liquidity, the other becomes no longer protected. So like if we came down here, took out these lows, this high is no longer protected, right? But it has to be a low because this way would go external range liquidity and go to, rather than the internal would be, for example, also 5-minute FVG. I'm confused. I'm getting confused. I feel like you might just be overcomplicating it. Basically, if we create a protected high, just wait until sell side gets swept and then target buy side again. If we continue to respect bullish PE raise, I mean, it's so easy to just like look at the market through the lens of like, okay, are we respecting or disrespecting, and like that be how you frame your buys when there's like not a strong draw on liquidity like right now. So yeah, we're in the macro time now. As far as like FEGs go, like we got screwed. Like there's nothing here to take back up, unless we like waited for like the 3 or the 5 or whatever above. But yeah, from as far as like down here goes, there's nothing. The 3-minute worked nicely. Yeah, it sure did. But I just had to stop us out. Or not stop us out, but make us go break even. And then be a break even play. You didn't? I mean, okay, so this is why it was a break even. Wait. You didn't get... Oh, you had a better fill? Oh, nice. So wait, you held for this entire move down? Good. Yeah. So the fill would have been here, right? And then price came down, hit the low first, and then came back up. I think, right? Yeah, here with this candle. So yeah, just wicked us out and then headed lower. Went out fully now, that's totally fine. I think scaling a couple points before the liquidity target's fine because there's too many cases of price fully reversing where like the risk to reward of holding for full TP, if you don't feel highly confident in it, like if it slows down like this all of a sudden, it is totally worth it. Because like if you think about it, right, if your original entry was a 3-minute here and you're there, that's your entry. A break even would be like what, here? I don't know where it would be, somewhere over here, right? And then your take profit's there. So you're risking basically what? 37 points for 3.5? Like that's not worth it. 0.1 R. Okay, what I was thinking is we took external range liquidity buy side. So the next goal is internal range liquidity, which is the 3-minute/5-minute FEG. Okay. The bullish reaction we deliver from this FEG to ERL. Now it did not react bullish. It inverts the 3-minute. So now is the next ERL 17.7. Yes, exactly. Right, because that completes the market maker model. But in this case, I wouldn't be looking to target this high because it's protected, right? So in that case where you're saying, if we create external range liquidity again by taking out this high and forming a new high, the only time that you would want to retarget this high is if one, we're bullish on the higher time frame, right? Or two, if this isn't a protected high, right? Or three, I guess, if we like have really good draws on liquidity above, right? So even if there's a protected high, if I have like triple equal highs or a data wick above, I'm not going to care about the protected high in that moment because I know that the draw on liquidity is going to do most of the heavy lifting. But in a case where we don't have a strong draw on liquidity, doesn't matter. So even if the 3-minute reacted bullish, is it too bad to target the CRL to this high? Like if we bounced off of it, like it's okay. It's just not a high probability setup as like it could be, right? We're trying to like weed out like the 50-50 or worse trades, and I feel like trying to take a long here after we swept that buy side would be 50-50. What is an external and internal? What's the difference between the two? Yeah, so external is like, and the example we're talking about right now on the lower time frame are these two, right? It's basically just your swing points, your highs and your lows, right? And then your internal are all these highs that have been created and lows, right? That are inside this range, right? And then it's also like internal liquidity, which is like, FEGs too. So like this 3 minute, right? It's just like places where stop losses are placed, right? This is where a lot of stop losses are placed. This is where a little stop losses are placed. Or orders in general. I should just say orders, not stop losses. So we have orders here, a lot of orders. We have a lot of orders here. Then we have a little bit of orders here. Then we have a little orders, little orders, little orders, little orders. You get the idea. Well, you have ERL, and then you have ITHs and ITLs, right? And ITHs and ITLs are IRL, right? Internal range liquidity, external range liquidity. I don't know, APOF, like, there's a million and one different ways to define things. As long as you understand, like, okay, these are orders, these are orders, these are orders, and then there's orders, limit orders that got left behind here, limit orders that got left behind here, limit orders. Like, that's all you have to understand. Like, it doesn't matter what I call them, right? It's just limit orders and knowing where they are, right? So that's essentially it. Just think of like swings, either inside the range, right? Are these swings inside the range have less orders, and these have more. It's as simple as that. Like just view the entire market through the context of orders, and like there shouldn't be any confusion, right? Oh gosh, the 2023 mentorship. that's your first issue. Is you sent me a link to the 2023. Let's take a look. Like we're talking about like basically trend lines being created, right? That's what he's saying. I don't know. Did we get an SMT? No, we're just blasting up at 3. No, we didn't sweep the hourly low. All right, well, here's 3 o'clock. So, did I catch the 3-minute short? It was a break-even trade, but I said it was really good. We actually caught the long. This 1 minute long to the high, and then this was a break even too. Have we taken a trade today, guys? I thought we got a win today. Did we not get a win? I don't think we've gotten a win yet. Wait, I'm an idiot. Yeah, I mentioned the 3-minute, and then like I said I was taking the long there. I thought we got a win today. Am I stupid? Oh, it might have been from this morning. 2 break even, but for me, got 1 W. Gotcha, because you got a good fill. 15-second after the break even. Oh, yeah, true. I guess the 15-second. But I didn't alert this. I never said I was in, so I guess I don't have a win today. Damn. I feel like I've been reading everything, though, like, correctly, which is what's most important to me. Was there any IFG that we missed, actually, from this giant move? I mean... No, like I think everything was a true break even. I think we played that as well as we could have. But yeah, no, I wouldn't say there was like anything. Maybe the 1 minute short here, like I think the 1 minute was very good. So maybe we just missed taking that. This momentum up is crazy, by the way. If we got like the 5 minute or the 3 minute here, this would probably work to the high. But I don't really like the fact that we left behind relative equal lows there now. So we got 20 seconds before this 3 minute inverses. I'm kind of hoping it doesn't. I would not want to take a long with that, with leaving those relative equal lows. Yeah, jiu-jitsu, yep. So no 3 minute inverse there. I think I'd honestly prefer that. Honestly, I thought the long I call that was all right too. But yeah, I mean that wasn't the trade of the day. Obviously the 1 minute short was. I didn't love shorting at low of day there. So honestly, I missed the initial entry, but once I saw the momentum in the macro, I just chased, and I caught a few points from that. Oh really? You didn't try and scale when I said? Damn. Yeah, I said to scale here, and so I scaled like most there, and I basically caught the top. Oh, really? To me, this was 1R. Right, if entry is here, stop loss is a close below the IFG there, and then take profits here. So yeah, just barely won. Yeah, I wasn't fully confident in the 5 minute above being hit because of the 15 minute. Right, we came up into a 15 minute civvy when we were really bearish all morning, and we weren't reversing at 10 o'clock, which tells me that price probably, if it was going to reverse, would reverse at 11, and then obviously no reversal at 11. We just kept dumping, which told me it was going to be a bearish trend day. Okay, so we have the 5 minute now. Oh gosh, dude, this trade looks so stupid because of the relative equal lows below. This is like, I'm so low confidence on this. Okay, cool, it did an inverse. Awesome. Well, we're gonna miss the trade, but there was no valid model that got us there anyway, so fine by me. I guess if you wanted to take the 3 minute, you could still. Why? I have no idea why this pumped without hitting the low first. True, Tommy. Yeah, if you want like true 2R, right? I like to just average 1.5. Like that's usually good as 1.5 for me for the whole trade. Because that means I only have to be profitable, what, 40% of the time? Which, like, the IFG model, just on its own, without, like, any added confluences or anything, like, wins, like, half the time. So, we got the 1 minute close over. Got the 2 minute close over. This momentum is telling me we're definitely going to run the high here. I still think this is not the greatest trade because you have to include the inception gap here and the stop loss. And so to first TP, it's not even 1R. So, and there really shouldn't be any expectations as far as, like, you know, longs beyond this go, because we could get like the take out the hourly high and then reverse. By the way, I would definitely go break even probably at that high inside of the 30-second there. So if you're in from the 2, I'd probably be break even already. Yeah, it wins half the time with an average win rate of 1.5R. So you just need 1R at half the time to be break even, right? So 1.5 half the time is pretty good. 1.5 half the time is profitable. You're making 0.5 R every 2 trades, or 1 R every 4 trades. But that's with like a bad win rate model, right? 50%. $57 is good. I mean, 50% is literally like what you should be getting baseline, right? And then anything above 50 is good. Oh. This is bad. I don't even know why I'm looking at the 15-second. I'm going to stay on the 1 minute. Yeah, 75 is like really good. That's where you should be at if you're taking payouts. I think 70% should be like your goal for taking payouts. And like 60% should be your goal for like, becoming profitable. I guess there's no difference, right? 70% is like consistent payouts, 60% is like profitability, 50% is like learning the model. Over 80% would be crazy. Over 80%, you're taking a lot of money from prop firms. Nice jiu-jitsu. Yeah, I would try and backtest like a month of price action at the least. Guys, this has been crazy. Today I've already streamed. I guess it's not as crazy as those mornings where I have to wake up and do like NFP or CPI, but I think I've already streamed 5 hours today. So, I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to make it till the end. It'd be 6 hours. No, I did Ape Off. My peak viewers playing Fortnite was like 1,500 on my Twitch channel and like 30K overall. Oh, for sure, Scotty. Yeah, there's a reason I'm doing this and I'm not working cybersecurity for one of the companies I interned at. Yeah, but that's playing Fortnite, not staring at a chart. This is like watching paint dry. In hindsight, is this a good long or no? Yeah, obviously not jiu-jitsu. It's like a million times easier. I do think the comment they made though is right. I think mentally, streaming is probably harder than 9 to 5. Um, yeah, the social pressures, the like basically when you're streaming, you're doing sales like all the time. So essentially, it's just a sales job with added social pressure. Like that's what streaming is. So like, there's probably a lot of jobs that are. Oh yeah, yeah. It's a sales job with added social pressure with no guarantees. There's no guarantees in streaming, right? Like you don't earn a salary if you're streaming. So I guess with those three things combined, there's definitely more physically laborious jobs, and there's obviously like probably more strenuous jobs than streaming. But yeah, I mean, obviously, like the mental toll can be a lot worse than a lot of jobs when you factor in the fact that there's no guarantees, like there's no stability, and there's um, there's this added social pressure, and there's no commission, or it's just a straight up sales job. Yeah, I'm sure for some people it'd be more difficult than like another job that they would do, but we're all different in our own ways, and I guess that's what makes some people able to do it and some people not able to, right? Yeah, exactly. Fahrenheit. I mean, at least like the social pressure is like on a linear scale, right? Like as you make more money because you have more viewers or whatever, the more social pressure you get, right? So like I guess in that way, like you know, I guess that kind of makes it worth it. Those two things kind of cancel each other out. I mean, everybody has doubt in a job, so I wouldn't call it that. That's true, Apuff. Yeah, yeah. Like I said, they offset each other, so it's kind of like a net zero. So it's really just a sales job if you think about it. It's a sales job with no guarantees. It's like selling Cutco knives. It's like being in an MLM.
You're reliable.
What's going on?
You're reliable.
What's going on?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Can you do me a favor real quick?
Sure.
Can you just answer that question in general chat? There's 2 messages.
Oh yeah, I got you.
Thanks. Appreciate it. See ya.
Oh, the whole essay, dude. What? I'm throwing this in Chat GPT, bro. Dude, what are we talking about? What if I just respond with this? Yeah, I'm going to. I'm 100% going to. Yeah, for sure. For sure, for sure. There we go. It takes guts to open up like this. Oh my god. Okay, there we go. Alright. It's clear you're not lacking in skill or knowledge. You built something.
Bro, I'm laughing so hard, and I'm in a restaurant right now.
What you're running.
Dude, that's so funny.
That's
What?
right. No. The end said tagging.
Dude,
Clear is a
I'm
great
dying.
combo.
Dude, I'm dying right now.
That's funny.
I wonder if he'll know that's ChatGTP.
Yeah. Probably. Gotta hit him with the. Actually, nah, that's funny. I should have hit him with this first, though. I should have said that first. By the way, there's the high for the 3 minute. I think it would have probably been a break even. I don't know. I mean, we took out this high that we created, came back down, like tapped the entry again. So probably a break even, but I don't know. We took out the hourly high now, so maybe we can expect the hourly lows to get hit. You know, we have these relative equal lows down here. He's responding. Oh god, he's responding. We do have an SMT at the highs. Ooh, yeah, this 1 minute short, if we got it, would be decent. Delivering out of this 5 minute, right? Yeah. Yeah, this 1 minute. All right, so we have this 5 minutes to the upside now. We have another 4 minutes before the close. It looks very bullish. I'm not going to lie. We definitely could just be bullish into the close here with power of 3 on the daily being our, confluence, right? Wow, this thing is really running. All I know is because there was no like super textbook setup here, I probably would have been stopped out break even in this chop. By the way, we broke that SMT, so just one more like bullish confluence, right? Are we gonna take out this LRLR? Where? I literally don't see any LRLR anywhere. This is too steep to call LR, by the way. I hope we don't hit this high first. If we hit this high before the 5-minute inverses, then we can't take this long either. This is just invalid. What makes it too steep? The fact that like each like swing point is like 100 points away. Just scroll out on the chart. Oh yeah, my bad. Yeah, no, this is LR for sure. Yeah. Nah, it's just not. Like, there's not enough swing points. It's not algorithmic. It's only 3, and like, yeah, I wouldn't even call that like a high to be concerned about. Oh, he's typing again. Oh boy. Yeah, if you squish your chart enough, it all becomes. Yep. Yep, yep. Three-minute short lock in. My bad. Sorry, Dad. I'll lock in. I wasn't paying attention. Yep, we do have a 15-second confirmation long. We'd be delivering off of nothing. I like it because we left relative equal highs there. All right, we got the 5-minute inverse there. Relative equal highs. It's technically not invalid. I'd probably wait for a confirmation setup if I was going to take a long. It does have a very big... Yeah, actually, yeah, you're absolutely right. So, like, where would we even... What would be the risk to reward and where could we target? I mean, this is all still the same swing, so 80 points, stop loss. All right, so yeah, we could take a 1-1 5-minute trade up to 17,875 here. What do you guys think? Break even here at this blue line? You include the 5-minute inception gap and stop loss, right? I mean, yeah, you have to, right? Like it's all the same swing, so yeah, you'd have to target this high, and that would be it. And then your break even would be here. I just think we've gotten like better setups today. Like this doesn't really feel necessary. You took the promo code from Trade of a. What do you mean? Or Trading View? Sorry, not Trade of a. What about it? 80% off for 9 hours. Oh goodness, the 15-second was respected and we souped the high inside of it, so might just reverse here. What would we... Oh, we'd be selling off based on the 15 minutes, so the 15 minute never closed above there. Ooh, so we could still be short biased. Okay, I'd be okay with this. I'd be okay with the 3-minute short here, actually, I think. Or maybe the 1 minute. Target the equal lows, the triple equal lows there. Yeah, I mean, this is a death candle. I already renewed at Black Friday, Puff. So I'll just wait for next Black Friday. You can stack up to 4 years. All right, so it looks like we're gonna get the 1 minute inverse before the 3 year. Yeah, we're gonna kind of close below the 3 minute on this one anyway. What's the stop loss on this? Oops. You gotta include the inception, so 17 points, target this. So it's just barely not 1-to-1. There would be the 1 minute sell there. I'd go break even at the equal lows and target this. By the way, I am taking this on eval. Or I guess I'm just taking it. I mean, it doesn't really matter what account you're taking on. I'm just trading evals right now, but this is a good setup, I think. 25 more seconds till the 3 minute close below. Should just run to the equal lows here. Really want to see this 3 minute get closed below though. No. Bruh. Why'd the 3 minute not have to close below? Well, this is cooked. Wait, we're good. It's just the manipulation of the 15-minute candle. Right? I can cope. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, don't like that reaction to the 30-second. No, the 1 minute didn't stop out. Because we never got the close above. Might get it here. Hate that reaction. So there's the 1 minute fail. This long might work now. The 1 minute long up. Right? If we're still going to respect bullish PD arrays here, this 1 minute is very V-shaped. So your break even would be this high. You could just make back your loss there. I mean, it's technically the model. There's the break even. And then I would just target here. Make your 1R. Or 2R, actually. So probably a break even, right? Unless you got lucky. Wait, how did I just not get break even there? Wait, I just got stupid lucky. Did anybody get break even there? Like on the long? Like, I think that's totally fine to reverse position there. Because we never disrespected bearish PD or bullish PD raise. So it technically is the model, right? Okay, I got stopped. Oh well. Alright. Alright, alright. Maybe this 3 minutes still in play. I don't really understand this. I don't really get why. Yeah, I don't really get it. I mean, I guess based it off the 30-second there, but even the 30-second was a break even. I don't really understand this stop run candle. So we took out the relative equal highs now. We'd be delivering from this 5 minute above. Okay. The 2 minute. Oh, maybe that's why we stop run. Yeah, yeah, okay. So yeah, everything about this is actually pretty good. We're just bullish. Because that 3 minute held. If that 3 minute doesn't hold, then yeah, I think the shorts work there, but yeah, 3 minute holding there just meant this was bullish. House of Traders. Yep. Um, I think as long as you didn't like how much over are you, Marlon? $200. So you didn't just have to make another 200. I mean, yeah, you could try and lose by just like taking a short right now. Oh goodness. Oh goodness. He's about to win more. Nah, just spam. Just spam. You're good. You're good. You're good. Good job, Marwin. Wait, he's good. He's good. He's good as long as he held, right? You're good. You're good. You're good. You're good. It's gonna go up. You're fine. Right? Wait, were we just fading the 5 minute inverse? Am I stupid? I think I'm dumb. I just faded the 5 minute inverse with that 1 minute short. What's my setup? I have a PC with 4 monitors. Oh. Monitor. 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 TV. OBS/Discord. Trade of 8. Trade of 8. Oh! Oh, I have a 3070 Ti and a 13 or 14700K, and I have 32 gigs of DDR4 and like a shit ton of storage. That's about it. Yeah, I actually only use 144. You just want your refresh rate to match whatever your max FPS is. So if you can max out at 240 FPS, get a monitor that matches that. Because I think I peak with my settings on performance mode in Fortnite at like 170 frames. And so it doesn't make sense for me to have a 240 hertz monitor if I'm only getting 170, like max. Does that make sense? By the way, I would totally have gotten out of that short Marwin when we came back up and super this high. So if you're still in that, um, I don't know where you entered, but like you should have, you should be like break even right now, or like maybe slightly up, or I don't know. You got out? Okay, cool. Are you good now? You still need to lose more? Oh, okay, gotcha. If we don't inverse this 5 minute last gap, we could definitely go lower here, but we'll see. So yeah, the reason why I entered early here, oh, it's not triple equal, bro. Those weren't triple equal. I thought that this low was these two here. Bro. Okay, yeah, I would have never taken this 1 minute short then. I thought these were triple equal lows. That's the only reason why I took that. So that's my fault. This was actually just human error. This wasn't even a valid setup. This 1 minute long was actually the better trade. Bruh. The only reason why I took that is because I thought they were triple equal lows. Like from right here, it looked like it. I'm just like not locked in, I guess. That sucks. I'm changing this. I'm no longer extending line right. I'll only do it at the beginning of the session, and then I'm going to adjust it. Because that's so annoying. Or I just need to make the width only 1. So it's easier to see. Yeah, that's actually way better. I'm going to do that from now on. Tommy, like, I think you can just, like, get around it by just not focusing on it. Like, with Top Step, how you have the $3,000 profit target and then 2K drawdown, that's basically the same thing on Apex, right? So on Apex, if you're up 500 in a trade and it comes back, you're basically just dealing with this, which is the same as Top Step. And then that's like the only time it's going to affect your trailing drawdown is whenever you're up. So I would just like make sure I'm never up more than $500 profit in a trade, and I would be scaling out of trades if I was dealing with a trailing drawdown. Taking partials, right? So yeah, we are respecting this last 5 minute gap. It's kind of a bearish reaction. We'll see what happens at 350 here, but we're just not really showing a willingness to move higher here. You know, us sweeping that high is pretty bearish inside the gap. So we came back to this 5 minute here. If we start to accelerate down past this 5 minute, like I'm gonna wanna, see shorts play out again probably. But yeah, we have 350 macro here in about 2 minutes. Bounce off that 15 second 3 times now. Yep. That's our, I guess, condition. I think this 350 is about to have like a lot of energy. If it doesn't, then I'm probably just gonna end stream. Okay. Okay. Might get something going for this 350. And we're bullish. Probably. Yeah, we inverse that 5 minutes to the upside, so yeah, we're just gonna go here. Okay, so there's those highs. And now we'll just see how much higher this thing can go. That's an hourly SIBI, so we would expect price to kind of reverse from there. All right. Wait, what perfect equal highs? You mean perfect equal lows? Nah, you're good. So yeah, we left equal highs there. No SMT. Wow, this is really pumping. Okay. I feel like I had the bias wrong all after 3 o'clock. Like since 3 o'clock onward, I was just not expecting this to pump as hard as it did. But yeah, I guess this unfilled 4 hour is gonna end up being the draw probably. That was kind of the idea at the beginning of the session. That's why I had that RR box drawn out. Wow, I guess this 30-second was a banger. Delivering out of this. Respected that 15-second again. I think his responses are AI too. Which is kind of funny. Wow, we're going to come back for the 4 hour unfilled? That's a lot of momentum. Oh, for sure, Apoff. We'll do. Dude, this candle's wick was like 2 points, and we just went straight up. Dude, I was liquidity. Yeah, it's okay. At least I know this like wasn't like the model failing. This was just my brain failing, so that's okay. Awesome, Yuki. Wow, we're really gonna go for it. So today I bought QQQ at 433, and we're ending the day with $1.50 profit. Let's go. Let's go. Oh. Maybe I spoke too soon. Here's 4 o'clock, by the way. I could definitely see like the 4 o'clock candle just pumping 75 points to the unfilled 4 hour there. That would be crazy. Never mind. We're just going to end flat. All right. Well, that's going to be it for me today, guys. Pretty good stream. A lot of learning. A lot of break-evens. Obviously, that loss, but hey, it is what it is. I made an error in my analysis. So at least it wasn't the model failing. It was just me being an idiot. So hopefully, the wins from AM or whatever made up for it. But which one was the good long? Honestly, this 5 minute wasn't terrible because we made relative equal highs there. So when we got the close over there, like, this idea wasn't too bad. The only thing was the 15 didn't close above, right? And so that was kind of my thinking for like the short was, oh, well, we're still respecting bearish PD arrays here. We came up, swept out those highs, failed to close over the 15. And then the actual good long was like this, actually, what was it? The 1 minute here? This 1 minute was like textbook. This was very good. And this was like what stopped out the trade. And then obviously that was just a break even if you want break even at this high. But yeah, honestly, in hindsight, probably made more sense to just hold for the high since those were relative equal. But yeah, like this short was like the smallest I'd sized all afternoon because like I was just playing with the partials or whatever that I'd made profit on from the earlier trades. And so I'm like break even on the session, but obviously, that's different for all of you. So for the 1 minute, did we get a liquidity sweep? No, we didn't. So this would just be like an A setup. You'd be delivering off the 3 minute singular gap, good momentum, V shape. So to me, this is an A setup, but it's like the only thing that like gave us like a really good entry for the long. And then obviously, that just printed. And your liquidity targets would have been first this high, and then I don't know. Maybe these highs here, you could have tried to target, like any of these, and just scaled, right? This is a high inside of a fair value gap, so that kind of makes sense. But yeah, all hindsight now, I guess. Yeah, for sure, Apoth. Yeah, exactly, Morrowind, the relative equal highs. The unfilled 1 hour was my last target. True. Yeah, that unfilled 1 hour was a good target. But then we also tap another 5 minute. So no, okay. So here's the 5 minute long, right? Okay. The 5 minute above we never tapped into. We actually missed by a tick, and we left relative equal highs there. So it wasn't even like we were delivering from that 5 minute, and we left relative equal highs. But for me, I was just watching the 15. I was thinking, oh, maybe we don't have to place as much weight on the 5 if the 15 holds. And then the 15 did hold, but then the 3 minute never closed below. And if the 3 minute had closed below, I think that short would have been really good. But obviously, if we're going to continue to respect bullish PD arrays, that's why this long ended up working. Yours looks like it tapped it. Yeah, so here, I will adjust the line to the start of the FEG. So yeah, for me, it just barely missed it by a tick. Or a couple ticks or whatever. Yeah, by a tick. But yeah, you're right. This would have been invalid if we hit this high, but we just didn't. So. And I knew that. That's why I was like looking short, because it was like, if we left equal highs there, or if we were just like reacting to us hitting that, like, I'd be like, okay, cool. But yeah, no. I mean, this is just an error. Like, I thought these were triple equal lows. They weren't. I would have never taken this if I would have known that these were just side by side equal, because this isn't a good enough draw on liquidity for me to enter early. right? The only reason why I was entering early there is because of those triple equal lows, which just didn't exist. I would have waited for that 3 minute, and then I would have taken the long. So, all good. I'm using NQM 2025. Yep. Did anybody say that those weren't triple equal? Because if I just missed your chat, then yeah, I totally deserve that loss. Nah, nobody said it. With B edge, I don't even think you can do B edge for NQM. It's just NQ1 you can do B edge for. It should be like right here, but you'd only adjust it because the contract doesn't align. But this is an expiring contract. Oh, I guess you deleted that message. I'm an idiot. Yeah, if you really zoomed in, it never tapped it exactly. Yep. See, it's like APOF. It's those one tick differences that like make everything. Like here, like you thought that that price tap, that 5 minute. I thought that the equal lows were there. It's just, I don't know. All comes down to the precision, right? Yeah, it's like the LRLR stretch. Yep. Alrighty, guys. On that note, I'm gonna wrap up stream here. You guys have a great rest of your evening. I will catch all of you tomorrow for AM, I believe. I think I'm still covering, so um, I might do something sneaky, but I'll let you guys know. All right. Peace out, everyone.